Hey, how's it going today, guys? So today we're going to go over my farm. I'm going to show you guys my rewards. So as you can see, I do have a few more miners, of course. So I do have my additional 13.5 terahash miner, then my additional 3 terahash miner on top of the 822.34 terahash miner, 14.24% discount still. So let's get right into it. So you will see that yesterday I got 38,348 sats. So it looks like we are down from the 38,626 the day before. So then if we go over to USD, you will see that that is $29.36 at the time. And then you'll see over here that I have earned 4,139,211 sats now, valued at $3,205, so pretty cool. And then since I have purchased a little bit of additional mining power, ended up being about 2% for that additional 13.5, and then the additional 3 terahash was a 2% upgrade. So you will see that right now I do have $148 of Bitcoin in my wallet, and I do have 426 GoMining tokens. So I spent right around $180. So I have gone away from my holding all of the Bitcoin to a certain extent, you know. So it's like so far I've only veered off by about $300 in total since I started GoMining, so not too bad. But I will be honest with you guys, I'm probably going to be doing another terahash upgrade very soon. It's not going to be a bunch, but it's going to be pretty decent, but that'll be in another video. So let's actually go over the rewards a little bit more over on GoMining calculator. So then you guys will see that I have my my terahashes inputted right here, 838.85 terahashes. This is based off of a $77,453 Bitcoin. And then if we go down here, you will see that I got $10.53 today in profit. And I can tell you guys that I did get some GoMining tokens. So I got right around 46 tokens this week, and it's valued right at like 0.296 right now. So, you know, I got about $13 in tokens for the week. And then, you know, you divide that by 7 days. And then you'll see that I got another $1.94 in profit. So then we can add the 10.53. Then you'll see that my actual profit today was $12.47. And that's like with all my rewards combined. So definitely a pretty good deal, I believe. So you will see that my profit has gone down since last week. And that is because Bitcoin has gone down. So you know, you see that I'm at $10.53. So if we even went to like 83,000, and that's what we were at last week, like 81,500. So if we went to 81,500, you will see that suddenly, oh, I typed that in wrong. Okay, so you will see that suddenly I'm at $12.09 per day in profit compared to the $10.51. Then of course you'd have to add the token reward on top of that. So then if it, let's just say that's 94,000. I mean, even at 94,000, I'll be at $16.91 a day in profit. So definitely pretty cool. And you got to remember that means that like all my Bitcoin that I've been holding since before my last terahash upgrade will also go up in profit. And then some of the Bitcoin, since I just did a little bit of an upgrade, some of that Bitcoin will go up a little bit more. So definitely pretty cool. So then let's go right over to the Bitcoin difficulty, guys. So you know, it's kind of questionable. It's not questionable anymore. So basically, I think that the Bitcoin difficulty is going to get more difficult. So that is a disappointment. So basically, even though I did a 2% upgrade, there is a chance that my 2% upgrade will basically become nothing, because Bitcoin difficulty may get more difficult, making it so that I get less rewards. So that would definitely suck. But either way, whether it's more difficult or not, I'm still earning more Bitcoin. I'm just not as profitable, but there is still profit. So definitely still going to move forward with the slight pivot that I've done a little bit. And then if we go like back to my rewards, I want to show you guys a little bit of this, because this is where it gets pretty interesting. So you'll see if we go all the way back like 5 pages deep, so you guys will see like over here. So this is back in February when I had 580 or so terahashes. I think the number is actually 560 plus the trial miner, but we won't get into that. So then if we go to the rewards, let's go to the USD really quick. You guys will see that, okay, so I did my terahash upgrade right over, where is it? Where is it? Right over here. So that's when I did my terahash upgrade. And then you'll see that my payout was like $23, right? And then if we go over here and we go back to when I was only running 500 and something terahashes, you'll see that I had a payout. Look at this, man. I had a payout of $22.46 at 582.34 terahashes. And then we go like forward in time. Look at this, man. So then I'm running a machine that's 50% more powerful, and I'm getting right around the same amount of terahashes, or right around the same amount of pay. And you got to remember that since I went up 50% in price, my electricity went up 50% in price. So what I'm telling you guys is basically for like a long time, I upgraded my machine and I like instantly was not as profitable. Basically, when I went from 500 and something terahashes up to 800 and something terahashes, my profit was eaten from the electricity because the Bitcoin price went down so much that even though I went up in terahashes, it basically ate all of my profits. So that definitely sucked for a while. But since I since I went all in on the electricity and I like fronted the cost of the electricity, and then I was holding all of the Bitcoin, that made it so that I didn't actually feel these periods. So like all these periods of me making like $23 a day, $24 a day, barely an increase. That's not the reality anymore. Like all of that Bitcoin is now worth these numbers, like 29, 30, 31. That Bitcoin is worth a lot more now. So it definitely did work out holding on to all of that Bitcoin for longer. Definitely a good deal. And then now it's now I'm basically pivoting because the terahashes are just so cheap that it's a really good deal right now. So that's why I'm going on the used marketplace. But that's about it for the Bitcoin payout video for today, guys. I might do another video. We might start doing some videos where we look for some miners like together, and I may just like end up purchasing one if I find one that's decent, because I am willing to reinvest some of the money into the platform. But yeah, guys, peace.